Yeah, what's up, guys? We're going to do a bit of gematria today, and we're also going to look over our ongoing trades. Um, Looks like our crypto has taken profit. The LTC, I just realized. Quickly do that now, and I don't find the original chart, but you know. Here. Where was the original chart for this? Oh, it's on the yens. I have to go over there, but the target has met. Um, it's here. Look. So, there, and we still have these. So we'll close that one. We'll come back. We'll come back to the rest of them later. Uh, the other trade we're doing is ETA. No, Zcash, wasn't it? All right, let's find that. All right, so we're waiting on that then. Uh, okay. So I want to talk about a true double hedge, how we can add another layer to this, go in a bit deeper with it. And we're going to look at the euro collectively from the same exact principle as we're looking at the yens. We haven't, before we go on to that, where are we at with our current trades? We're just waiting now, I guess, for the Swiss. I think I did a New Zealand yesterday as well, pound New Zealand, but wherever that is. So yeah, we'll go Euro, Yen, Swiss, and then we'll look at our pound. Oh, that's not the right chart. All right, whatever. So, Euro coming down, the index collectively. What we're looking for here is a trade out of this without. We're trying to trade the Swiss yen. That's basically the objective because we know it's coming down, and we want to trade that, but we don't have permission to trade it. So we need it to be double hedged in order to trade it. So how are we going to do that? Well, if the euro index is coming down, great. What we can see here is the euro has come down the most against the Swiss. We see the euro has come down the least against the yen. Okay. Relative to the balance line, the 4,000 moving average. So if the euro Aussie has also come down, but not as much as the Swiss, well then that kind of is not really an ideal trade. Just from a euro perspective. Same with the New Zealand. It's not gone down as much as the Swiss. So what that means is, sorry, hang on, let me turn off my phone. That the if the euro goes down further, the euro index goes down further. Well, the euro Swiss will go down the least because it's already done a significant move. Okay. Now, relative to the pound, we see the euros come down a decent amount against the pound. So pound would be the second one, right? So we're expecting pound weakness from this in the long term. The euro dollar has come down, but not as much as the pound, and certainly not as much as the Swiss. And that's the same with the CAD. So we would stay away from these, okay, until further notice. So if the euro index wants to go up and we're completely wrong and it goes up, well, euro Swiss has the most room to go up, while yen has the least room to go up as it's already the strongest, right? So from a euro perspective only, that would be a double hedge. But we want to find a true double hedge. So this is how we add in that extra layer, guys. And this is the part where it's checkmate, basically, on the establishment for us, in our favor. So let's pull, and while this is loading, I'll mess around here. Double hedge balance. Okay, Chaldean, as always, we want to check the Chaldean first, as that is directly tied to Hebrew. Then we move up to Greek and then to Latin / Anglo. Everything's derived from these original languages, right? Which they gave us. The crown gave us, the sun gave us, the sun and the moon, the relationship between the sun and the moon, as above, as below. 69 is yin and yang. Okay, I'm always talking about as above, as below. We see it right here. This is the way to trade double hedge balance. Okay, now double hedge FX 62. We're looking for 57s, 45s, and 56s. And reflections, obviously. 67, that's no good. We double hedge FX 37 / 73, 74 / 47. FX double hedging. $66. Interesting. $53. $57. Oh, it's close. 50. Oh my God. 56. So 65. Right. Okay. Double hedge only. 87, 75. Double hedged trade. What about that? Double hedged trade. 56, 65. Okay. So that is it. You know, we know what 56 is, obviously. Simulation there. Um, it's a movie, I think. 32. How do we get here? It is a movie. It is a movie. 33. That's good. Um, and we're looking for truth, you know. Truth is in the number 57. 56, it's divine theatre. Wow. And this is obviously all related to the C word. If you've been following along for the last 3 years, you'll know that everything's tied. The C word, the crown, the name that will remain nameless from 2020 is all tied to this. So what that's telling us is the way to win this game is to go with the double hedge, as we're getting that tied to the number 56. So let's move on. We'll pull back here. So what are we seeing here? Okay, now let's discuss the yens from the exact same perspective without getting too much sidetracked here. If the LFX goes up, the yens collectively against the yen, well, that's great. What do we see here? We see, just relative to these three here, we see a weak dollar, a kind of, you know, a kind of weak CAD. Well, they are strong, but they're here and they're here. They're pushing in here. When we come back here, we see New Zealand from this perspective is actually quite strong, but we have to move it. We know going back that New Zealand is weaker. So that all is still unfolding. Same with Aussie. Because when we go back, you know, it's below, right? And the Swiss is being the strongest for ever. Because we don't see it, right? So this is why we're long New Zealand Swiss now, as a double hedge. Same with the pound, strong, miles above the moving average, and same with the euro, strong. So if these guys come up, sorry if I go over this, but again, but if anyone's not watched these videos, then I kind of want to explain it again. If the LFX goes up, that's perfect. Because the Swiss has already gone up so much. If the yen's, so it doesn't have as much room up, so we're seeing Swiss weakness right there. If the yen's come down, then the Swiss has the most room to go down, because it's it's got its miles, right? While the others have been messing around down here with the moving average. So from a yen perspective, that is a Swiss sell. From a euro perspective, that is a Swiss sell, okay? Given what everything we discussed about the euro. So we're going to go ahead in that case, and we're going to add to this cell here. Because now we've lined it up with the two opposite perspectives. So let's look now at the euro dollar, and there's a pound New Zealand trade as well here. So right, our stops are still here. Are we expecting dollar strength relative to everything else? Well, yeah, we are long term, especially relative to the pound. So, you know, just on the yen perspective here, we would want to be short pound dollar and stay short. If we were to think about the euro perspective and try to take a trade off of that, for example, a pound yen, how would we be able to do that? Well, if we go back in our memory here, when we looked at those euros, the pound was the euro were expecting a move up against the pound, which would imply that there's going to be pound weakness soon. So we want to hold this this here pound dollar. I really want to enter again, but I kind of want it up here. So I think we're going to wait on that. The euro. Oh. And the euro Swiss is just like this at the moment. So we're just getting ready, trying to get more positions. We'd like another 2 in here somewhere. Now, if we think about that euro with the Aussies and the New Zealands, they're kind of in the middle, which would mean that the Aussie and the New Zealand will be good against the Swiss, but they're not quite going to give us that guaranteedness that we're looking for. Let's just get those. Hang on, what are we doing here with the Aussie? Pound Aussie. We know we want to be short pound and Aussie long term, so we're going to add to that here. The New Zealand, let's do that as well. We're already in from here, so that's fine. I'm expecting some CAD strength. You know, yeah, it's I don't want to do that here. That's not a good entry. We'll stay away from Euro CAD given the fact that we're expecting some Euro strength. Where are the Swisses? Aussie and New Zealand. Okay, so I think we spoke about yesterday how they built false liquidity up here. Um, so I'm not going to really look at the Swiss collective again, but this looks like a good price. Let's buy some more here. How's the CAD doing? I don't see it. CAD Swiss. Oh, here it is. I thought we have a position in. No, maybe not. All right. We have a Euro Aussie position in longer term. But the thing is, if there's going to be that much Euro strength against, we might come up here. Um, but the Aussie, man, it's a difficult one. I think I'm going to leave it relative and not abandon ship on that because it's a relative long trade. If we go up, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to add to it. If we go up miles, then we'll add to it. It's not very good, that one though. But I think it was just some sort of gauge trade. So we'll leave that. And that's it really, folks. I hope that makes sense, JPY, tie it together with the euro. But ask yourself, are both of them double hedging? If the euro index is double hedging to give you a trade, and so is the yen, and they're giving you the same exact one, then that's an all-in trade. So shall we add to this Swiss yen? Well, we've got two there. We know the minimum target's below the low here. So we'll put one in here. And I want to do a pound yen, obviously. So let's do a pound yen. We're going to go to the pound now, guys. We're going to have to look at the pound index now. Because we need to double hedge this, truly. We can't just double hedge it. We need to do a true double hedge in order to play the game, and that's how we're going to be in the number 56. So pound index collectively has come up a lot. Pound has dropped against the CAD the most relative to this one here, the dollar. Okay, so that's all we know. Let's go over. Quick down and dirty way to do this. Just look at the moving averages. Right, pound has gone up miles against the yen. And euro pound has dropped the most. So if the pound has been going up from about here collectively, about here in time, well, that's telling us, guys, that from here to here is nonsense. So we're going to go ahead and buy the euro pound. Because that is worth it. We're expecting price to come back here. We'll pull the index over to confirm that. Again, how much time will this take? Well, it's probably going to take this amount of time. It may go up fast, yeah, but but it's probably going to take this amount of time. That's what I would expect. So it's about 2 weeks. Maybe it takes 2 weeks. Great. So let's just write in the target here. What else? Okay, so we know where we're at here. That's how much the pound index has come up. Now, we're going to just quickly remind ourselves what we were looking at here. We knew we had a pound move up from here, and it is strong. Okay, so we've got a pound New Zealand move down while the pound index has gone up. This move here will likely have to come back at some point, but not this time. We're not going to do that. We're looking to sell. Against the New Zealand, because on the yens, the New Zealands have already fallen more than the pound. So if they've fallen more and the yens drop, the LFX drops, well, New Zealand's got less room to go down. So if they go up, then New Zealand's got more room to go up. So meaning pound short against the New Zealand all day. All right. That should not be looked at as a buy it back up here. Eventually it's going to come back, but I wouldn't do it that way round. You know, we might go here next. Let's think. I mean, what does it matter, right? I don't really care. I want to come down, so that's the end. There's no point in buying to get this much profit when we've got all of this below. That's what I'm trying to get at. Now the pound has moved up against the Swiss from that area, while the euro has moved down against the Swiss from that area. So I would imagine to rebalance the pound Swiss down here at some point, but we're expecting Swiss weakness, guys, so relative to the yen. So this is like a big cluster of chopness. So we'll stay away from that also. The question was, are we allowed to sell the pound yen? Given everything, well, I'm trying to think. It's difficult. If the LFX goes down, pound has got a decent amount of room to go down. If the LFX goes up, pound has got less room to go up because it's already strong, right? So right off the bat, we're thinking short pound, but now we have to think about the index of pound. So if the pound index goes up, okay, great, let's pull over the yen now. We can get our mind around it, because you have to just get your mind around this. right? So the pound index has gone up. Relative to the pound index, the pound yen has also gone up a considerable amount. If they go up, pound CAD has got more room up, right? If they go up, pound New Zealand has got more room up because it's come here. If they go, hang on, next, which is another bunch of chop, you know. So I think on that note, I'm gonna abandon ship on this New Zealand, maybe. No, because overall against the yens, it's still got more room. Yeah, no. Final answer, we're gonna stay with that. Same with the Aussie. All right. So with the Swiss, we said if the pound goes down, well, it's not going to go down as much against the CAD because it's already gone down. This here, it's gone down quite a lot against the Swiss. This would give us an up move in the pound Swiss, right? So you see what's going on here, guys. We've got chop in pound unfolding here. We can do basically both sides, but with their euro strength, we're more leaning towards the short side on the pound without speculating. Now, I hope this video hasn't confused everyone. If it has, well, just go back to basics. Look at the yens, double hedge the trade, then look at the euro index collectively and double hedge that. And if you're getting the same answer, then you've got the trade. You have the truth. But yeah, anyway, I hope that wasn't too long a video. I will catch you back probably in a couple of days as the Swiss has developed further. Peace.